Little tip for people, if you ever deal in liquidations, make sure you have knowledge to spot counterfeit items, because sometimes you will get counterfeit items in liquidations. It's time once again for another electronics pallet, my favorite kind of pallet. At least I try to get them once a week. So what we got today is we got a banger. We've got electronics, full MSRP of this pallet. It is 2 huge boxes. Each box is probably about 20 pounds. Full Amazon MSRP. If everything's brand new, but it's not, it's customer returns, is $1,546 if it was new by Amazon prices. But everything is never new, completely new, because it's customer returns. But what I actually paid, my full price, $295.43 is what I actually paid. That's my full price, everything included. Fees, taxes, everything, no shipping cost, because I picked them up myself because I buy locally and I pick them up at the warehouse. So what we got here is electronics, but they could have some random who knows what. Because if you've watched me on this channel for a while now, you know if you buy a toys pallet, you might have something weird like a pet feeder in it. If you buy a housewares pallet, you might end up with a PlayStation 4 in a housewares pallet. Electronics pallet, you might end up with, I've had some weird stuff. Like, before I started doing videos, I remember one time doing an electronics pallet, I ended up with a man's gold wedding ring in an electronics pallet. Yeah, that was about a year ago. It wasn't a very expensive ring. It was just like a 14 karat gold. It was like $300 ring or something like that. But yeah, you can, just because it's the liquidator says this is electronics doesn't mean you won't get some random who knows what in it. That's the fun part. That's liquidations. It can be a total mystery sometimes of what you might get in these pallets. But I love doing them. This is my full-time job, is pallet flipping. This is what I do. And I've actually talked to a lot of people who watch me on YouTube. I've communicated with through email or Twitter. And some I've actually met in person. That I've actually run into actually at some of my liquidation places that I buy from. When I go pick up my pallets, I've actually met a few people. And they've told me that they've just recently got into the pallet flipping business themselves. And yeah, they say the same thing. Like, this is a cool, either a side job, a full-time job, or just a hobby. Either way, it can be really, really fun. So, let's get going. I'll quit gabbing for at least 3 to 5 minutes. How's that sound? First item, what we got? We have an AT&T corded phone. First electronics item. Let's see. It sounds like it's used because I can hear it is shake, rattling, and rolling up in that box. So, a used phone, something like this, I can already tell you, if it's used condition, it's probably not much more than, man, this thing is taped all the way around. First item, and I'm already running to like a tape fiend who likes to make sure everything is very securely taped before they ship it back. There we go. It's pretty nicely packaged though. It might just be customer return, just loose. Oh no. It appears to be, actually, it still has all the original coverings on top of all of the unit. It's never been used. So it appears that somebody bought it, they returned it, they took out some of the original packaging that held it tight, you know, but they returned it. Yeah, actually, this has never been used. So in the condition that this thing sits, first item, Of course, you couldn't sell this thing as brand new because it's missing some of the inner packaging. But something like this would be a pretty decent seller. Probably at about $25 or so, the way it sits. So that's not bad. People buy corded phones like crazy. They are actually fantastic sellers. So let's just keep that going for a second. I'm gonna grab my second phone. Now we got a cordless phone. VTech. Let's go ahead and slice this one open. Woo, that one's a mess. I don't even want to pull this one out because this one's gonna take a challenge to get back in the box. But you can look at this one and let's see. That's used. So this one's used in used condition. I've sold this thing. You've seen this phone on this channel probably 15 times, this actual model. This is the 2 handset cordless phone system. Okay, this used condition is about 20 bucks. Not bad. Not bad. There's more phones in here. I see like 2. Actually, let me go ahead. I see the same AT&T. Let me dig it out. It's like the bottom of the box. Okay, here's the same one as the white one, but it's in black. Let me just knock out these phones real quick. Man, this looks kind of the same thing. It looks factory packaged still. So probably, once again, it's probably about a $25 phone, give or take. Obviously, if I'm wrong on prices, you'll see the new updated price below. You know, if I quote 25 and it's actually 20, I'll change it and below it'll say $20 is the estimated price. You know, so keep going. We just saw this, I think it was last weekend, didn't we? On Electronics Pallet last weekend. It might have been 2 weeks ago though. Might have been. But this wireless duo charger, Samsung branded. Price on this. What is this thing? Like it was like $100 in new condition. Used, it was around $60 to $75 used, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this thing was like a fantastic seller. It had a very, very high rank. Oh, yeah, this thing looks fantastic. Yeah, this thing is good to go. So, actually, I guess to reveal a secret, the last one, I actually put it into somebody's mystery box. Somebody actually got this item in their mystery box. So from time to time, I do mystery boxes for $40 shipped, and from time to time, I mean, every box I always sell, you always get more back than what you paid. It's only fair. But sometimes I'll put something in some random boxes, like one item that's worth more than the entire like price you paid. I think it was last Monday, maybe Tuesday. I remember this wireless dual charger. I put this in somebody's $40 mystery box and sent it out. I never heard back from them though. So they actually might not have realized how much this thing was actually worth, but it sells as high as $75 in used condition. And they got the whole box for 40 bucks. Of course, they got more on top of that too. So, yeah. But if you're watching this, whoever got that, congratulations. There's been other people in the past who've got some like specially loaded mystery boxes, and they always reach back out and they're like, "Oh my goodness, I can't believe you sent this much stuff." And I'm always like, you know, congratulations. You got the like loaded mystery box just randomly. You know, you get like a super loaded one that you could resell yourself and make some pretty good money. So keep going. I'm done gabbing. I got off track. Remember, I said 3 to 5 minutes. I think it's probably been about 6 or 7. So I did pretty well without gabbing for a while. Here we go. VTech phone. This packaging is completely taped shut on the top. I'm not even going to try to cut this thing loose. But somebody like, they mummified this thing. But this is a very, very cheap phone. The way it sits, it's like 10 bucks used condition. Let me go ahead, let me pull out, there's a black box. I see a couple things in here that are probably some pretty high value items. Let me go ahead and let me pull up the first one that I can obviously tell it's a pretty high value item. I probably won't keep it though. Nah, I don't need it. Here we go. Sony Extra Bass wireless Bluetooth speaker. This is nice. This box is in pristine condition. Waterproof and dustproof. Long. It has a 24-hour battery. Are you serious? That's a long battery. My Bose I've got the Bose, the SoundLink 3. I think that was only like 12 hours maybe longer. This one's got a 24-hour battery? Wow, that's crazy. I don't need another. Yeah. Ooh, this thing looks brand new. Go ahead and show it to you. That's what we got. Oh, that thing looks new. Might have to look this thing up real quick, see how much this thing costs. There's the inner packaging, warranty card. Let me look this thing up real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, so this thing sells for around $100 in new condition. Honestly, this thing looks like, I would say this thing it appears to be brand new. I would sell this like as new, other, possibly open box, maybe tested out a few times by somebody else. I think I could easily probably get for this thing maybe like $70. A little bit less, you know, than the brand new price. I'd say probably about 70 bucks. Fantastic. Yeah, this thing, nice score on that. That's nice. I like that. I'm tempted to keep it, but I don't need it. I've already got a really nice Bose SoundLink, so I don't need a Sony. What is this? Bracketron? Safe driver approved. Place your windshield mount here. Okay, so I've never seen this. Somehow you place your windshield mount in the donut. You put your donut on your dash. I don't know. Easily view and access your smartphone or GPS while driving. Skid-free weighted base holds firmly to your dash. Small footprint fits perfectly in your dashboard tray insert. Works with your existing windshield mount. I don't know. I'm just going to say maybe like $10. If I'm wrong, I'll update below. You know. I haven't said, but everything in this video will be sold on platforms like eBay, Amazon, multiple online platforms. And just because it sells for like $5 on one platform doesn't mean it won't sell for $10 other. All these online platforms and other Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, in-person selling platforms, all prices will fluctuate, you know. Here's just a random cord. I'm not sure what this cord would go to. It has an auxiliary end, and the other end, I'm not sure what that goes to. Not sure. Don't know. A little bit of research on my part. Next, we have 36 double-ended fiber tip markers. The brand is called Statler. These might be kind of pricey. I think this is like an upper end kind of brand of markers. I think. If my memory serves me right. So I don't want to price quote this item. I mean, I know it's not super expensive, but it might be like $20 or something. Of course, I went ahead and price quoted it. But I'll update below. I'll research this thing later and find out. But I do know that this is more of an upscale brand of markers. I think this has to do more with like people who are like serious about, I think, painting or something. Or not painting, but just art in general. Next, we have an Elecom trackball. Okay, the whole back side is in, looks like probably Japanese or Chinese maybe? I have no clue. But this packaging, at least the bottom part, has been mummified shut. Thing's loose. Let's go ahead and slice it. try to break the mummification process a little bit. Okay, so there's the trackball. It looks really freaking nice. One thing I have never owned, or I shouldn't say owned, I've never used a trackball. I don't know. I've never had a reason to own a trackball. I shouldn't say, I keep saying own. I've owned trackballs. Like right now I own a trackball because I own this thing. I've never used a trackball. I don't know. Let me look this thing up real quick. I have no clue if this thing's expensive or not. I'll be right back. Okay, so this thing sells new on Amazon for $59.29. Elecom M-HT1URBK wire trackball mouse larger. So sells new for pretty much 60 bucks. I'm going to have to take this thing out of the package, try it out, make sure it works okay. But in used condition, it's probably at least 30, 40 bucks, I bet. So, not bad. I'll take it. I will take that. What we got next? Appears we have, I can't tell what it is in this package. Oh, this is a wireless charger, Amazon Basics brand. It's probably for a PlayStation 4 controller, I bet. That's kind of what it looks like. Controller charging station is what it says. Amazon Basics. It looks like it's a charger for a PlayStation 4 controller. So that's what it looks like. I'm guessing that's what it is. So something like this, I bet you in used condition, maybe like $10 or so. In that range, maybe? Maybe. I'm not 100% sure since it's like Amazon branded. I could be totally off on that. Here we've got iPhone XS Max Leather Fit. Label Navy. Interesting. For the XS. Never heard of this brand. VRS. A leather case. Maybe 10 bucks or so. In that range? Possibly? Maybe? Ooh, we got something here that is factory sealed. It is completely wrapped factory sealed. It is a USB AM to BZ IC7 Deep Blue Black. Fast charge data transfer, safe reliability. So, yeah. I think it might just be cords in there, maybe? A bunch of cords, possibly? Maybe? I'm not 100% sure. Let me look up. Yeah, why not? Let me look up this thing real quick to see what's inside of this. Just for knowledge, because knowledge is power, kind of. I'll be right back. Okay, so after some halfway intensive research, what's in this big flat package that's still factory sealed is 3 10-foot nylon braided iPhone cords. So it's all about presentation to make it look like it's more than what it actually is. So it sells new on Amazon for $12, and it's factory sealed. So like I'll probably try to get like $12 for it because it's 100% factory sealed. So next item, there's two things left in this box. First box is almost done. This is an Epson something. Handle with care, Epson. Not sure what this is. Look like to be a printer. Okay. It has no cords with it, no instructions. It's just an empty box with a whole bunch of packaging material. Yeah, there's no cords, no instructions, no nothing. So, in order to test this thing out, I'm going to have to buy a power cord for it. Figure it out. It says it was manufactured April 10th, 2018, so it was made 6 months ago, so it's pretty new. Let me look this thing up, see what this might be worth, because it looks like it might be like a receipt paper printer. And some of those got some pretty decent value to them, so I'll be right back again. Give me 1 second. Whoa! I found it online on Amazon. It is the Epson C31CA8586641 TM-T88V thermal receipt printer, USB and powered USB interfaces. So it says it's USB powered. I don't know. There's the back of it. It says it's USB powered. So actually, oh, maybe here, then USB. If that's what it is, I've got those cords for it. So anyway, it retails brand new, no joke, on Amazon for $305 for this thing. New. On Amazon, let's see, used prices. Checking the page. Used prices on Amazon. Only one person selling it used. They've got it used for $196 used. So it looks like used, I could maybe get as high as $200 for this thing. Used. Wow, that's crazy. But I'm going to have to figure out what power cord it takes, see if it works, figure this thing out, and try it out. But it's thermal, so it doesn't take ink, so that's nice. So anyway, this is expensive. I like that. So, box number 1, I am 100%, I am in profit now, guarantee it, with just that Sony Bluetooth speaker and this Epson printer. Yeah, like I got all my money back with those two things. Last thing in the first box, we have a black box. Tape. Ooh! Oh, we had something like this a couple weeks ago. Some Sony wireless headphones. These look like they might be similar. Trying to think what the prices were on these things. Are these the same ones or similar ones? Kind of look like it. I'm not sure if it's the same model, but the ones I did have, I've already sold them. I got like $125 for them in a lightly used condition. These things look fantastic condition. I mean, they're obviously wireless Bluetooth headphones. They've got noise canceling on them. And it's got auxiliary cord, charging cord. Oh, here it is. It is Sony noise canceling stereo headset. So yeah, this once again will be like $100 plus. So I won't look this thing up because I know how much it's going to sell for. Caught it. Caught it. Don't worry. Dropped it, but I saved the day. But yeah, this thing will sell for between like $1 to $125. I'll update below the actual price. I'll have to verify the model, make sure it's the right one that I'm thinking of. But yeah, awesome score. So first box, the Sony headphones, the Sony Bluetooth speaker, the Epson printer. Those three things alone are like $200, $300. That's like probably easily close to $400. And I got this for like $291. So awesome. So we're guaranteed in quite a bit of profit right now. So let me clear off this desk. I got to make some room. I'll be right back with box number 2. Box number 2. Here we go. Box 1 was freaking fantastic. Many excellent items in box 1. Wasn't really sure what to expect. Was hoping maybe for some vinyl, because I'm always hoping some vinyl and some electronics pallets. If you watch my channel, you obviously know that's what I always hope for. But this time, that was an awesome box 1, wasn't it? Seriously. So box 2, it looks a little bit different. This one, yeah, this was probably actually about 30. What in the world was that sound? Is that money? Sounds like money. Money? You never. Not that one. What in here is shaking like money? This thing, let's just pull this thing out first. We have, what is this doing in electronics pallet? Remember, I was saying you'll get some randomness in pallets? We have a tambourine. Really? We have a tambourine in an electronics pallet. Actually, it looks like we have a... I can actually fix it though. The tambourine, the top part, like the plastic, has been damaged, but I can fix that. But yes, we have the Tambourine Man in an electronics pallet. Makes no sense. So I don't think I've ever gotten a tambourine in any pallet before, but this can't be much more than maybe like 20-30 bucks, maybe. But this one is damaged, but I can fix it. And I don't know which platform I'm going to sell this thing on. Probably just throw it in my shop maybe for like $10-15 and just see if anybody buys it. So I had to find out what that shaking sound was. I kind of hoped it was like a loose change jar or something that somebody returned, but nope. It's a tambourine. Did not expect that. I'll tell you that right now. So, man, okay. The top box is collapsing the bottom box. Stay. This says it's an adjustable height and angle ergonomic keyboard tray. Okay. Okay. So that's what we're looking at. It's kind of heavy. Adjustable height. I really want to take this out of the packaging because it'll be a pain in the butt to put it back in. But pretty much, it's just an adjustable height keyboard tray. It's self-explanatory. Something like this. $25 maybe. Packaging on it is beat up. I got to make sure all the parts are there for it before I sell that thing. But here we go. We have an Xbox One wired controller. It is an off-brand. The off-brand doesn't even say. It just says the brand is 4X1 is the brand. Interesting. Wire controller 4X1. Okay, so that's the brand. Something like this. A generic off-brand Xbox One controller. It's probably like, what, $15 maybe? At the highest? If it was wireless, obviously it'd be a lot more, but yeah, not bad though. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Cassette adapter Bluetooth. These things actually have a lot more resale value than what I thought. In the past, I've actually... Go ahead, let me open this thing up. In the past, I pulled these things out of liquidation pallets before, and they kind of shocked me when I looked at the value. After I was done with the video, I was doing the editing, and I saw the actual price of these things, and I was kind of shocked how much they actually go for. And I actually ended up selling one of these on eBay in like used condition, kind of what this one is, like an open package item. I ended up selling it on eBay for close to 20 bucks. So these do have a market for them still, because there's still vehicles out there with tape players that still work to this day, believe it or not. So, yeah. And obviously I'll reattach the upper part to the lower part. Something like this, I mean, I sold it before for 20 bucks in that kind of condition. So I'll try to get the same amount again. Oh, we have just a micro USB cable. That's it. So, next, we have a really nifty looking case. Nice case. Oh, we have a microphone. If you saw, it was a pallet. Ooh, that top of that thing is smashed. Look at that thing. If you saw my pallet video, I think from last weekend, we had a microphone just like this in it. It was like for a karaoke machine, but it wasn't as beat up as this thing. And I actually put that into a mystery box. But I think it sold for like 30 bucks or so. But this thing is absolutely, it's pretty beat up. So this one, honestly, I wouldn't value this thing much more than maybe about $15, if it even works. This was pretty abused. This is not the best of shape. I mean, it's still not bad, though. Let's see. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Kind of dig around a little bit, see what we got. Actually, let me change my battery. It's getting very, very low, and it keeps flashing at me. So before I get in depth with whatever this thing is, oh, it's a headlamp. Let me change my battery real quick. I'll be right back. Here we go. We got a black diamond, just a LED, like a headlamp kind of thingamajig. These really aren't that expensive. I've actually owned quite a few of these in the past, and you can always get these things pretty cheap. The battery in this thing is dead. It needs charged, so it had to be tested out before I sold this. But something like this, honestly, real life prices, it's like $20 in the condition that it sits right now. Next, we've got opened up Avery, let's see, name badge insert refills. Something like this. I know it's probably like retails for like $10, $15, but realistic price that I'd get for it is like $5. What is this? Soft skin MacBook case. It's always nice whenever the company just puts plainly what it is on the front of the packaging. It's still brand new, factory sealed. Still has the seal on it and everything. So, MacBook case, looks like for a 13-inch MacBook. So, something like this. It's just like an off-brand. Brand is iBenzer. So, like $10. Nothing to really get too excited about. Here we have a replacement screen for like, looks like a phone. Yeah, let's go ahead and crack this thing open. See if we can make it out. Which one it goes to. And if, oh, yeah? Is it broken? I don't, yeah, well, it's cracked. Here's the replacement screen for whatever phone this is. Is that an iPhone? I think it is. I think that's the like iPhone XS or whatever it is, like the newer, bigger phone. That's what it looks like. But it's already cracked. So value-wise, not much. Like, honestly, I'll probably just, good chance I'll just probably throw it into the trash. Or if somebody hits me up in the comment sections like, no, don't throw that away. It still has value to it, even though it's cracked, and I don't know how it would still have value to it, but just in case somebody says it does. What's this? Ooh, are these AirPods? Apple AirPods? Well, they've got a charge to it still. Uh-oh. Are these AirPods? They look like AirPods, but they feel a little bit different plastic though. And the case feels cheaper than what it should be. Well, I can tell you this. These are counterfeit Apple AirPods. One good reason, one way to tell is Apple AirPods use Apple Lightning cords. And these have a micro USB cord. So somebody took the Apple design, I mean, perfectly. The Apple design, the same charging case. They took the same AirPod design. I mean, these things look almost identical to the Apple AirPods. Is there a charge in it? These actually might need to be charged. But yeah, these look identical to Apple AirPods. They look like they're new. But yeah, these are counterfeit. These are counterfeit Apple AirPods. So, you ask, how is it possible I got counterfeit Apple AirPods in his liquidation? Because this liquidation originally came from Amazon. Well, yes, it did. Two ways. One, Amazon has a lot of third-party sellers that sell through Amazon FBA. And what happens is sometimes third-party sellers like to try to sneak in counterfeit products. And when they sneak it in, the customer gets it and they return it because they get it and they're like, this is counterfeit. It happens. And they turn to Amazon and Amazon just liquidates it then. Or option number two is the customer themselves bought authentic Apple AirPods from Amazon, and then they bought these cheapy counterfeits from like a website like DHgate or Alibaba, you know, for probably $10, $15, and then they returned these counterfeit Apple AirPods in place of the authentic Apple AirPods to Amazon, and then Amazon got them, and then they just liquidated them. And so they went to this liquidation, and yeah, these are 100% counterfeit. So, little tip for people, if you ever deal in liquidations, make sure you have knowledge to spot counterfeit items, because sometimes you will get counterfeit items in liquidations. Something to do with Apple, one of the telltale signs. I had my suspicions when I felt this thing, just because the plastic didn't feel right. Because I've had AirPods before, the plastic felt off. But you just flip it over, and you saw the micro USB charger, and automatically you knew, counterfeit. So, these actually might, I'm sure they work. They probably sound fantastic, because like a lot of the fake stuff, honestly, sounds just as good as the real thing. It's sad, but it's true. But these, I don't know what I'll do with them. I'll probably try them out, see if they sound good or not. I can always use an extra pair of wireless Bluetooth earphones when I walk on the treadmill and stuff. So if they sound okay, I'll probably just keep them as a backup pair to my AirPods. So, but yeah, you saw live on camera some counterfeit Apple products. So be careful, everybody, when buying liquidations. Be careful, because if you sell something like that on Amazon or eBay, and if they report you for selling a counterfeit product, Amazon or eBay can shut you down for selling this. And you could say, well, I didn't know. Well, that's not good enough for those platforms. You need to know, you know. So, anyway, done with that topic. Spec case for an AirPad 2. An Apple AirPad 2. Spec case. It's probably about $25 or so, 20, $25. It appears it is 100% brand new still. 100% brand new. So a customer returned this and they just didn't want it, and Amazon just liquidated it. So that's nice. Awesome. Keep going. We have a bag of pencils. Coloring, or like pastel pencils. It says it's Scholar Prisma Colors. Whole bag. I'm sure it's got some value to it. I'll have to research later and update, because I don't really know. Next, we got an iPhone X OtterBox Defender series. Ooh, that's kind of nice. That is kind of nice. And, well. The outer piece of it, though, is broken. So that hurts the value a little bit. The outer belt clip is good. The outer shell is fantastic. So most of it looks to be in fantastic shape, but a little piece of it, though, this part of it is broken. So that will affect value. I'll have to figure out how much that affects value of it. I don't know. I'll quote a price later down below. Do a little research on that. Next we got Smart Sound Sight and Sound Projector. Nursery Projector. Bluetooth. That's kind of nifty. So, like, this is electronics palette. Technically, this is electronics, but this is also a baby item. It appears to be 100% brand new also. So, Project Nursery. Honestly, something like this, probably about 30 bucks. I wouldn't be surprised in that range. That's nice. I'll take it. I will take it. Let's see. We've got a Retina Guard eyesight protector for iPhone 6s. Looks like just a screen protector guard. That's a good dollar box item. Tempered glass for an S7 Edge. Let's see. Cracked or broken? I guess the same thing. Broken or not broken? Oh, come on, people. You don't need to tape it 47 times. Or maybe you do. And it is shattered. That is trash. Completely shattered. Next we got anti-glare for Kids 7. You see the title right there. Bada bing, bada boom. Good dollar box item. It's kind of junk. Bodyguards iPhone X Impact Screen Protection. Oh, it's just a phone case. Oh, okay. Yeah. About $5 or so. Nothing special. VTech phone. Packaging on this thing is highly abused. Packaging, the inside though looks like it's factory packaged. It's just the person, when they returned it to Amazon, they slapped the return label on the actual telephone package. That's why it's beyond beat up. But in this condition, this is pretty bad box condition. I'll try to get $10 for it. That attempt to get $10 probably won't. What's this? JSDDE? I don't know what that is. Ooh. What's it? You? Got some kind of a fancy watch. Brand is called Rebirth. I don't know. I've never sold this brand. Let me look this up real quick. Be right back. Well, I couldn't find this exact watch, but it looks like this brand isn't really that expensive. Looks like we're talking like maybe 15, 20 at the most. So it's kind of a cheap brand. It looked nice though. I'm kind of surprised, but it seemed like it's kind of cheap. Oh well, that happens. Looks like we got a little tiny case for, look like an Amazon like Fire tablet or something. Just a tiny little case. Good dollar box item. We're almost done. Only a few things left. What are you? Oh, another watch. Yeah, this is cheap. I can just tell by feel of it, this watch is very, very cheap. Bet you again, it's probably like maybe 15, 20 at the most. Feels cheap. Yeah. Uh-oh. iPhone cord. I think it's our first iPhone cord. No. We had that sealed box in the first pack, didn't we? Oh, we got back-to-back iPhone cords. This is one of those short ones too. I needed a new little short cord, so that one will come in handy actually. I needed one of those because mine started fraying. And here we've got an iPhone cord for your vehicle. Back-to-back-to-back iPhone cords. Keep all my iPhone cords. And next, we have, it looks like a base charger for a telephone. Whoa, that's going to take a little bit of research to figure out which phone this goes for. Look at that. So, maybe like $5-10 depending on which one it goes for. We got more iPhone cords back to back. Let's see, few things to go. It's like 3 things. We have a Akron. I'm going to keep this in the package because it looks like lots of small parts. Acrid mounting solution for tablet and smartphone. Looks like it's just a little, it is a mount for a, like a phone or a small camera. Little mount thing. Lots of small pieces. I'll update below price on that, but maybe like $10, $15 or so. Two things. We have a AT&T 2-line speakerphone. This is actually a little bit more expensive. Not a whole lot though, just a little bit. Let me slice this thing, take a little gander inside. See what it looks like. See what kind of damage. Oh man. Well, we've got some kind of a special packaging here. Yeah, that thing's used. Oh yeah, it's used. Something like this. Man, this is gonna be a tough sell. Used and the packaging is beyond beat up. Yeah, I'll probably try to move this thing, honestly, for like $15. If I can get 15 for it, I'll be happy. Last thing in the box. We have a record player. Awesome. A record player with a cracked top. So that is why the people returned it to Amazon. And it's missing this power cord, but I just got to find just a power cord that fits it, but that won't be that big of a deal. Last thing, that's it. But the brand of this is Wacoder. It looks nice though, but the top of it right here, you see it's cracked. But that, I mean, that won't affect the performance of the record player whatsoever. It's still going to work. More than likely, of course, I'll have to try it out. I want to find a power adapter that fits it. Once I find a power adapter that fits it, then, you know, it's good to go. But something like this, top is cracked though. I'll probably try to get maybe about 25, 30 bucks for this. Maybe in that range. I'll have to double check. It doesn't look like a very expensive one. It looks like, you know, it's just a lower end record player. Of course, you have to attach. Actually, it has built-in speakers to it though. So it has some cheapy built-in speakers, but you can attach some nicer speakers to this thing, make it sound a little bit better. That's what I do to my record player that's back there on my shelf. Back up there. But yeah, something like this. That's not bad. Decent. So anyway, that's what we got. That is 2 boxes. That's everything. Honestly, it wasn't that bad. I paid $291. MSRP was, I think, 15-ish. I for sure probably got at least double my money back, if not a little bit more. We'll know for sure at the end of this video, probably around right now. I'll make sure to flash on the screen my potential profit. Of course, you know, that will still fluctuate. You know, that's all just depends on if everything kind of sells for what I hope it sells for. But, you know, prices fluctuate between all selling platforms, and prices fluctuate all the time. Prices go up and prices go down. That's just the market. So, hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you would please give a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video. Make sure if you haven't already, go down below and subscribe to this YouTube channel. I really appreciate it if you would. Make sure you click the little bell next to the subscribe button. That little bell will notify you of any new videos that I upload to this YouTube channel. So, be on the lookout for more Pallet videos this coming week. We got toys, we got electronics, maybe a housewares, maybe some more goodies. You want to buy anything, everything's for sale. Hit me up, email or social media. I prefer email. It's easy for me to keep track of everything. Do or do not. There is no try. Thanks for watching, and I'm out.